So I'm here today with Alex Pineda, who's Creative Director at Matrix Group. And Alex, as Creative Director, you oversee the design process at Matrix Group. What do you think makes for a good and successful design process?
Well, let me start off with what my favorite definition of design is, which is that something is by design. When something is done by design, that means that there was a plan, that there was a thought process in place, that nothing was arbitrary or random. I mean, you allow for a certain amount of serendipity and experimentation and happy accidents and so on. But when something is done by design, that means that it was done according to a process.
And intentionally.
Intention. There is intent and intelligence behind it. So that's first of all, my favorite definition of design. In terms of what makes for a good design is, one, we always lead with our user-centered design process. The most important thing for us to understand and for our clients to understand is that we are creating something for your customers, for your membership, for the users, the visitors of your site. And so we need to really understand their motivations, their mental models, their preconceptions, really get in their shoes and craft everything around what's going to be an amazing, convenient, intuitive, immersive user experience for them.
And that's why we start with navigation,
Yes.
Goals, personas, etc. Because
Absolutely.
I know with some firms, they start with design first and then kind of fit the navigation and content, which doesn't make sense to you.
Doesn't make sense at all.
And tell me why.
Well, I mean, let's say, for example, that you craft what you think is a wonderful, beautiful, well-designed website, but you've never taken any input at all from your customers, and then you put it in front of them, and they are confused, they hate it. Then you failed.
Or you create a beautiful design that has 4 top nav items, but it turns out you need 10.
Yes, exactly.
And the design
users are
crumbles.
Confused, they can't find the stuff. So in that case, as beautiful as it may be aesthetically, and maybe even you thought functionally, it's going to be a failure with your customers.
Now, you also talk about how it's important for us to be in sync with our customers.
Yes.
How does that happen?
Well, one thing that's really key is for our clients to really be open with us in terms of what are their challenges as a business or as an organization. Why are, for example, not that all our clients are, but why are you losing customers to your competitors? What is it about the market that is particularly challenging?
Why do you exist and how do you make an impact?
Absolutely. What is your reason for being? What are your customers looking for? How much knowledge do you have about them? Have you surveyed them? Have you taken their opinions into account? What are their top complaints? And then the other thing that we do is we very carefully create a series of measures of success, both from a quantitative and a qualitative standpoint. So quantitative is what are the things we can measure, like increased traffic, increased membership, increased online sales, whatever it may be. And then there's the quantitative stuff, which is the touchy-feely stuff, which is hard to measure, but a more, for example, would be a more immersive brand presence, a better customer experience. And so those are all the things that we really need to keep in mind when we're creating these websites for our clients, for these interactive experiences. And then those goals and measures really inform the entire process.
Because you believe that if we always keep an eye on the prize,
Yes.
then in the end you can't but succeed.
Yes.
Because it is easy to find the membership application and there's a compelling case for donations, for example.
Yes. And we're very, very collaborative with our clients. And so the rhythm is test, iterate, test, iterate, test, iterate. And so we make an adjustment or we make an initial design and then we run it by our clients. We can do prototype testing, usability testing, run it by a beta group of members, and so it's not being done in a vacuum. There are multiple stakeholders involved, and we want to make sure that they are integrated into the process as much as possible, because once you've done that, then you can't help but succeed, both because the membership or your customers or whatever feel like they've been involved in the process, and also they've had a chance to weigh in and influence the outcome.
Well, Alex, thanks so much.
Thanks for watching the Matrix Minute. Don't forget to connect with us on our blog and social media. For more information, go to matrixgroup.net.